Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be making crafts, and I'm going to start off by making this purse style, and I'm going to make it red and black, and I drew out this inspo, so we're going to be using that as my reference. I drew it out so I'll know how exactly to make it, and if you're making it, you could obviously use different fabrics than me, different colors. So it doesn't really matter. So let's get started. So I'm starting out with this red and black fabric. We're going to cut it into strips to place it on top. And then I'm going to cut 4 pieces of this red, and it's going to end up being like this rounded shape. And then I cut up the strap already. And make sure there's extra, so then you're going to be able to do the ruffles in the purse, so it'll be folded, so you need extra hanging around. And make sure it's a size, like put your phone, put stuff you're gonna put in your purse to make sure it's the right size. I cut it the right size, and then add a strap. How long, it's kind of optional of what size you guys want. It depends how big you want the purse. And then I start sewing the straps straight stitch all the way across and fold it inside out, because so then the seam is on the inside. And it takes a while to get it out, but then I take the strap, and since there's 4 pieces of the purse, you're gonna put the 2 pieces, which is gonna be the inside or outside of the purse, and then take the 2 pieces on the outside, put them over, so it's like in between the sandwich. And make sure you sew in the strap with those 4 layers. You want a thick layered purse, because if you don't do 2 layers on each side, it's gonna become not as strong and not hold your stuff as good. And then you just sew all the way around and repeat the same thing for the other side of the strap, and flip it inside out. And now I'm sewing on the black part. I'm just sewing it on top with the black, the red, and you just keep doing. Make sure you fold in so you don't see the rough edges, and it just goes over on both sides so you see it on the inside. So this is how it looks. And now I'm adding this button I made in an older video, my few videos, but it turned out super cute. So this is the purse. It turned out really cute. I like the button I added. I wanted to add a different thing, the cookie I made before in another video, but I felt like the button fits more. And this is how the inside looks. So I tried to make it neat, connecting everything. So it turned out really cute. Very long strap, so it's easy to reach in. And it could hold my phone, my wallet, and a lip gloss. It's a cute small size compared to this one. This one's pretty large, so it could hold a lot more stuff, size comparison. But this is another bag that I did make, this heart one, in an older video. And this is my recent today purse. It's super cute. I don't have any purses in red, so this is a fun pop of color. So next we're gonna make an orchid out of clay for a necklace to be much larger, those Hawaiian necklaces, flowers. So yeah, we're gonna make that. So let's get started. Okay, so now we're making the orchid. I'm making this petal shape, which is just round on top and triangle at the bottom, and you repeat it 3 times, and then you do 2 little ones for the bottom, and you're gonna touch that, and then you do the same thing but kind of thicker to do the inside and make a round for the middle, and then you add a tooth shape kind of under the ball. It's kind of hard to show, but then I started adding the all the eyeshadow palette I used to add in the coloring. You could do it with paint, but I felt like it was sticky enough to use it. And then I'm using the pliers to make a hole in this jump ring. I just used paper clip to make it because none of the ones I had were big enough. I'm using top coat from gel. You can also use nail polish or Mod Podge, but I wanted to use this because it's much harder and so it'll be stronger. And then I'm using my necklace, a different necklace part. You could just use any black string, and it turned out super cute and easy craft. So I finished making the orchid necklace. It looks super pretty. I like how it turned out. I used from an old necklace, and it's very big to be a statement piece. And like if you have a plain like white top, black, just one color top, it will stand out. And I just love it so much. The back looks kind of ugly, so good thing the only part that matters is the front. So the next craft I want to make is decoration for the wall, or it could be even in your own notebook and stuff. It's gonna be like this fashion model thing. So I like how it looks, so I'm gonna try making it, and I have a hard time drawing bodies, so hopefully we could do this. So I'm starting out, since I'm not very good at drawing bodies, I'm using this sketch from mine, and I'm just like sketching it around it, tracing it, and which you could find any shape body on Pinterest or any pose. So then I added my own style of clothes. I decided to go with a dress, and I'm just sketching it and erasing this inside the body, so then it's obviously dress. And then you draw a face, and I'm using a pen to go over everything to make it stand out more, because I feel like that's how they have it in the pictures I've seen, and just erase all the pencil marks. And then I'm using watercolors to paint it all in, because I feel like it would be much smoother than using a marker, or paint seems too dark, so I'm just using watercolor. And then I cut out like so it's just like the body. So then I made a second one. This one looks 10 times better. I like her a lot more, so with a little practice it will get better. So then you could just hang it on the wall, and then if you have a ton, if you make a ton, you could just have a whole collection of them just hanging. So, or you could have it everywhere. It could be like filling in the gaps where you have your posters and stuff. So, but they turn out cute. It could be put literally anywhere because they're pretty small. So you could just put it anywhere, like on a notebook, and you can make it as a sticker. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Like and subscribe. Jesus loves you, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!